Welcome to this Enica tutorial. This tutorial gives people an idea of how to use Enica's online metering systems, how to access the software, how to log in, and how to view graphs and cost and consumption. So to start with, we need a PC that's connected to the internet, and we go to enica.co.uk within Internet Explorer or your web browser. Click on here to log in. Now for this demonstration we're just going to use the Enica demo as the login, but if you're an Enica customer you'll be provided with your own. If you click login, this is the home page for the software, the online web metering software. We've got a couple of different options ranging from consumption, where you can see graphs of consumption, data analysis, cost, where you can see graphs of cost, reports, alarms and meter readings. This tutorial deals with consumption, cost and reports. So let's click on consumption, and up on the left hand side you get the tree, which is designed to be able to select the meter that you want to view. The reason that this is done like this is so that if you have a portfolio of large sites, a large number, or you have multiple buildings with different meters, it's easy to navigate around. So all you have to do is click the expand button to be able to expand out the tree of meters. In this instance we're going to take a look at the electricity meter. All you have to do is click on electricity, and the idea is that you can get it into the white box over here. Click add, and that meter then lands in the white box. The reason we have the white box is that we can add more than one meter, which means that we can start comparing meters, or we can start adding things up, aggregating things, etc. We can remove that by clicking remove or remove all. Number 2 here is the second step. Compare each meter if you had more than one in the white box, or you can aggregate, which means add them all up. Step 3, simply select the date. And I know that we've got some data from last year relevant to this meter, and let's just choose October. What we have to do now is select the resolution. We can select that day individually, the week by half hour, the week by day, month by day, but let's just, for this tutorial, just click month by day. We can make a comparison if we wanted to, and that will compare, say, one month against another, October against November, and you'll be able to see the difference between the two. For this tutorial we won't do that either. Select the output type. We can either show a graph on the screen, we can show a PDF report, or create a CSV file. I've set everything as I want it to do. I'm going to make a report on the screen for a month starting in October the 1st, and all I have to do is click graph. Now a graph pops up and it shows 31 days, which are October. What we can start to see is the Mondays, the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays of the week, followed by the weekends. Say for instance we wanted to look at one of these days, the highest day, then let's take a look at that one and double click on that, and it's zoomed into that specific day. And we can start to see things like the base load. We can start to see when things start to be switched on at night and when they go off. So at this site it tends to be about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Things start ramping up and they go to sleep at about 9 o'clock. But what's interesting is the amount of base load that's happening in the middle of the night. What we can also do is click data at the top, and that shows us the data in numerical format in a table. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and it shows you how many kilowatt hours. Going back to the home page by clicking home, we want to do exactly the same thing with cost. So click on cost, and we've got the same tree format. Want to click add for the electricity meter, and then make sure that we've got the right date of October, month by day, and graph. And now we've got exactly the same graph but with the axis in pound coins. This is extremely useful for putting your finger on exactly how much things are costing, and it really can hit home exactly how much is being wasted financially. Extremely useful on, say, these sorts of sites where every Saturday there's about £60 worth of consumption. Close the window and we can click back to home, and we click on reports. Now the reports function is extremely useful as it allows you to condense a lot of information from the software onto a sheet of A4 paper. One of the useful ones from the genre of reports that we can create is within M&T, monitoring and targeting. And we want to select the monthly meter profile report. And we're going to select it for that meter, but we're going to go to October of last year and click graph. Now what this does is creates a unique custom made PDF report. It's an A4 piece of paper with 31 thumbnails on it of the consumption for that month. It's an extremely useful way of being able to see the information at weekends, to see your base load, and to see very quickly what is going on with this meter. You can save a copy, you can email this, or if you contact Enica, we can actually schedule the creation of this report without you even having to click on anything or even log into the software, which means that we can deliver this as an email to you automatically at a date or a time of your choice. Another useful one is within financial and the monthly charges report. And we're going to select same date, October 2007, make sure it's the meter that we want to view, and click graph. And again, this comes out as an A4 piece of paper which you can email or you can save, and it shows you financially what's going on, day rates, night rates, climate change levy, etc. And it shows you monthly profiles of the consumption. It basically condenses a lot of information onto one piece of paper, which is why it's an extremely useful report. And all we have to do now is get back to the home page, and that concludes this tutorial from Enica.